Hello everyone, welcome back to Slow Easy English. I'm Sil. Today I got a message from someone looking at the website www.sloweasyenglish.com, and they left a comment for me asking what the difference is between the two words good and well. They mean the same thing, but the way they are used is quite different. Fortunately, the answer to that question is quite easy. Here we have good and well. Okay? By the way, this VS is read as versus. So when you have two things and you want to compare them, you can say this: good versus well. Also, you may see versus when you see games, like a hockey game or a football game or even a boxing match. The name of one team versus the name of the other team. Anyway, let's continue. Good versus well. Let me give you some example sentences with the word good. This milk is good. This milk is good. How's my acting? Is it okay? The next sentence, Mike bought a good car. Mike bought a good car. Is she a good singer? They did a good job. They did a good job. Okay, so that is good. Now let's look at well. I can't see well. Maybe I don't have my glasses. I don't have my glasses. I can't see well. Or maybe there's something in front of me and I can't see well. Or the next sentence, or question in this case, do you eat well? Maybe you go to the doctor and the doctor is like, your health is not very good. Do you eat well? Susan can swim well. I don't know Susan, but I know she can swim well. Okay, so that is good and well. Can you see, before I explain it to you, can you see the difference? The meaning is basically the same, but good is used as an adjective. So an adjective is a word that adds meaning to a thing. Okay, what we call a noun, right? So here, for example, the milk is good. The milk is bad. The milk is white. So good, bad, white, those are adjectives. The thing, the noun, is milk in this case. So the milk is good. The word good adds meaning to the word milk, a thing. Mike bought a good car. Here too, good is an adjective that gives meaning to the word car. What kind of car? A good car, a bad car, a red car, a big car, a small car. In this case, it's a good car. Is she a good singer? Again, good adds meaning to singer. They did a good job. It's a good job. Okay, so they performed their work very well. They did a good job. So here the word good adds meaning to the word job. A bad job, a good job. You could also say, I got a good job. So if maybe somebody hired me to work for them, then I say, I got a good job. Okay? Okay, so that's good, and well has the same meaning, but it's used differently. I can't see well. So here, the word well gives meaning to the word see. How do you see? So I can't see well means that it's difficult to see. See, okay, is a verb. It's an action. Now, see is, I mean, you don't move. It's not always a real action. That's why we have a word for that, and it's called a verb. So sometimes think, for example, you think. It's not really an action, but it's a verb. Okay, so these words are verbs. Well, in this case, is called an adverb. An adverb changes or adds the meaning, or adds some meaning, adds meaning to the verb. Okay, so I can't see well. Do you eat well? Do you eat badly? Do you eat a lot? Do you eat occasionally? Do you eat frequently? So frequently, a lot, badly, well, they are all adverbs. Susan can swim well. So, well adds meaning to the word swim. You know, she doesn't swim badly, she swims well. Okay, so now I think you understand how to use these words. It's easy. Now one note, okay, I want to add a comment here. You will sometimes hear people say good instead of well. So, for example, somebody says, somebody says, yeah, I eat good. You know, do you eat well? Yeah, I eat good. That's a mistake. Grammatically, it's a mistake. In the textbook, it's a mistake. But also, it's not, you know, I often say, if the textbook says one thing and people use it differently, that's okay. But in this case, not many people make that mistake. So if you say, I eat good, then most people will probably feel that it's not correct, and they may think badly of your ability. Of course, if you're not a native speaker, then they probably will just think, okay, you're not a native speaker. But if you get very good at English and you say, you know, I eat good, or Susan swims good, then, you know, they might think, oh, okay, so his English isn't really, you know, up to standard. So, so I would recommend that you don't use the word good here. You be sure to use good as an adjective, use well as an adverb, okay? And lastly, the person who left a comment for me asking this question also mentioned the term well done with the word steak. So when you go to a restaurant and you say, I'll have ribeye steak, please, and then the waiter says, oh, certainly, sir, would you like your steak rare, medium, or well done? And then you answer, oh, I want it well done. I want to make sure that you understand, in that case, it would be this one, with a little hyphen in the middle. Well hyphen done. It's one term. Okay, it's two words, well done, kind of stuck together. And that is how you cook your steak. So rare, medium, and well done. In this case, well done is using a hyphen. Here, where I say my steak is well done, that means it's done in a good way. I like how it's done. So for example, I might say, you know, my steak is well done, meaning that the cook is a good cook and he cooked the steak in a good way, the way I love it, the way I like it. Okay. Now, the thing is, if we're talking about steak, I wouldn't normally say my steak is well done. I wouldn't say that. I would say, you know, this is a good steak. This steak tastes great. This is a fantastic steak. This is a wonderful steak. This is a delicious steak. You know, there are many different ways to say that my steak is well done. You know, it's done well, right? But here, your steak is well done. This is something that we commonly say to describe how it's cooked. Is it cooked a little? Is it cooked a lot? Well done means it's cooked for a long time. There's no blood, no pink in the middle. The steak is well done. Okay, now I didn't write this on the board, but I've got one more little comment. This, again, I always say that most rules in English are not 100%. So be careful. Sometimes you will discover that these words are used to mean something a little differently. I did a video a little while ago talking about I feel bad versus I feel badly. And that when you describe, oh, poor dog, I feel so bad, I feel bad for the dog, or I feel badly. A lot of even native speakers make the mistake of saying I feel badly, meaning they want to say I feel bad and they are over-correcting. They believe that the rule is add ly, so they do. But that's actually not really correct. Saying I feel badly sounds odd, although recently many people are saying that. So maybe that will change in the future. But really right now it's still, I don't think it's it's not very good English, in my opinion. Or at least, it's not English that's very popular yet. Some people say it, most people don't. Most people would agree that I feel bad is correct, if they know grammar. Okay, one thing I want to say about that is, for example, how about the opposite? I feel well. How do you feel? I feel well, thank you. So in this case, well should describe the verb feel, right? So I feel bad. Bad is an adjective, usually. In this case, it kind of acts as an adverb, but an exception. Instead of badly, you say bad. But I feel good and I feel well. Both are fine. In fact, I think most people probably say I feel good. But in fact, oh, actually, yes, there's I think I mentioned this, didn't I? No? Maybe not. There's a song where the very famous, it's a very, very famous line, right? I feel good, da-na-na-na-na-na, like I knew that I would. Okay, so I can't sing, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so I feel good is very, very common. It's not unacceptable, it's acceptable. But some people may feel that you're making a mistake. So if you are in a job interview, you might want to say, I feel well, in case your boss is really sticky about that. If he's a stickler for good grammar or proper grammar, you might say, I feel well. But anyway, I feel good, I feel well. So you will hear some exceptions to these rules. Just when you do hear them, make a mental note and try to remember it. That's all. But anyway, for good and well, generally speaking, this is how you use them, okay? Good as an adjective to change or add meaning to a noun, and well as an adverb to add meaning to a verb. And that's it. That's my lesson for tonight. Originally I thought I would finish this in 5 minutes. And now we are almost we just passed 14 minutes. So I'm sorry for always making my lessons so long. But I hope that it helped you. And if you liked the video, please click the like button. And if you'd like to see my other videos, go check out my channel. There are a lot of other videos that you can watch and learn new things and practice your listening. Remember, input is very, very important. You need a lot of input if you want to speak well. So input first, output next, okay? Or, well, a lot of input and output at the same time, really. Every day, input, output. Anyway, I'm rambling again. So I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.